The NHS knows, when you really analyze what is the biggest killer in the United Kingdom, it is not cancer, it's not AIDS, it's not heart attack, it's nothing. The biggest killer is mental depression and stress. These are the source of all the other illnesses, and they know it. So it's not something I can teach them, they already know it. So where does it arise from? Again, this topic is very important. When you look at where does stress come from, where does depression come from, the answer is very simple. What we have been doing, you see, the world that we live in is strongly driven by economic forces. Economic forces control, we don't realize it, they control our thinking. They are very, very nasty. The only way economic progress can take place, you must have 3% GDP growth and all that. How can that happen? The only way it can happen is it has to force more commodities down your throat. Otherwise the GDP will slow, it will flatten out. They must keep pushing things into you that you have to buy even if you don't want it. And how does this happen? It's a vicious cycle. The economic force, how does it work? Through advertisements. So the advertisement pay for further research and development, sounds very good, but the way they do it is they shove things down your throat. They make you dissatisfied with what you have. Have you checked every advertisement? They'll make you dissatisfied. Oh, this washing powder, rubbish. We got the new one, biological. So they will always make you feel dissatisfied with your position. So if this is being, kind of thrown at you day and night, you need to kind of perform to get that new thing, a new car or new house. So you kill yourself, and there's a limit to how much you can sustain. So you break down finally. Or you're always living in a condition of stress throughout your life to achieve that higher target, to get more money. So even if you get more, they'll say, no, not enough. You've got a new yacht, £1 million yacht. You don't have it, your neighbor has it. They'll shove it down your throat. So the economic cycle that we like, look, because of it we get research. That's why I get these new gizmos. You must have new development, new research. How is it funded? By shoving things down your throat. So the price we pay for economic development is stress and depression. Once we recognize it, then you might say, look, let us now kind of, tweak the knobs. So this particular cycle doesn't continue to be so vicious, so vindictive. Lower it. How can you do it? By educating the public. You're being gullible, my friend, you're being gullible. What you have, be satisfied. And as long as you've got enough to live on, you must kind of recognize this importance of being satisfied with your lot, rather than, keep kind of snatching at shadows. Learn to say enough. This contentment is a very crucial aspect for spiritual development. People think, oh no, I must get the next target. Then you'll kill yourself, you'll die in the saddle. And we Gujaratis are very good. Haven't you seen? Dosa Bapa, an old man about to die, they're saying, okay, let's do this mantra, when Om Bolo Kanman, Mudama Gangaji Apo. Why that is happening? So, Dikra, Baju Nugar, Sasta Mache Lele. Bapa Jaus. Enough is enough, leave it alone. But they can't. See, we die in the saddle trying to achieve the next target. So I must lighten up. Again, another thing. Look, I tell you some secrets. One of the secrets of coping with your human condition, because I think it's pointless. When you really analyze life, it is pointless. The only way you can cope with it, where you think about it, is through humor. That is why we like humor. Ask yourself, why is humor so important? It allows us to cope with the difficult situation we face. So when we see somebody slip down or somebody getting in a social problem, that's all these comedy programs, it is showing, if you like, the lighter side. That look, the only way you can continue to sustain yourself is through humor. So when you see somebody who has got the sense of humor, it's a good sign, by the way. And when somebody is like that, Bhagavad Gita chapter 13, run away. I'm not trying to undermine anybody. But you see, that means they become fixated on the scripture and just kind of thumping it into your system because they'll memorize, they want to force it onto you. Leave me out. Just lighten up. Interact with human beings with a lot of smiles and honesty. I think we should finish with that. It's been a real pleasure talking to all of you. Thank you.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism. Sponsored by People Care. Encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.